Hey guys, my name is Samantha and I'm an associate marriage and family therapist in California. And I want to share something that's been on my mind and I think it's really important to discuss. I heard recently from my supervisor, actually, her name's Julie, and the saying is, what makes you uncomfortable makes you grow. Have you heard of this before? Well, you'd be surprised because as a therapist, I've had people think of therapy in a very different way because being uncomfortable is actually a lot of what therapy work is, even though there's all these different modalities, these treatments, and different kinds of therapists. Sitting in discomfort is a huge part of mental health. I've had people come in and they said, you know what, Samantha, I did a good job this week. I didn't think about the thing that makes me upset. I totally distracted myself, watched TV, and I didn't get to sit in the sad feelings. And I'm like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. I mean, I don't really say it loudly and directly like that, but I think there's a misconception about therapy or this concept of we have to fix things and be happier. See, there's not really progress when you do that, because what happens when a classic example of like bubbling soda in a jar, it might explode, right? It is so important to sit in discomfort and do things that are uncomfortable, but the key is doing it uncomfortable enough where it's still safe. And I always say, if the task is too big for someone to do, or if a fear is too big to face, it's probably too big of a step in that moment and they need to dial it down. I'm going to tell you some ways to be able to build stronger tolerance to discomfort. But before that, I want to explain about neuroplasticity. Maybe this is a term you have heard. The brain is malleable, right? We have all these neurons. And, as we get older, of course, organs kind of start to get weaker, but with the brain, you can actually make it stronger. It's not so static. So when we do things that are uncomfortable, it is actually creating stronger neurons, starting new neural pathways. So it's kind of like a brain workout. Now, emotional regulation is a huge part of sitting with discomfort and building that tolerance. I'm a somatic therapist, that's mind, body, basically. That's what somatic means. But I'm not really gonna go into that. I'll definitely make other videos about that, but I'm gonna give you some practical steps that you could do to sit with discomfort that might be good challenges to start with as a beginner. Now, the first thing you can do is listen to a song all the way through, a song that you find boring or maybe don't like. Now, a song is not usually 10 minutes long. Of course, there's some songs out there that long. They're usually 3 minutes. So could you take 3 minutes, listen to a song all the way through, and notice what your body is feeling, notice body sensations, notice the thoughts in your head. You might be surprised how many body sensations there are to boredom or impatience. Another thing you can try, this is actually something I tried last week, is using your non-dominant hands for simple tasks. And it's funny because it doesn't feel quite simple when you're using your non-dominant hand. I am right-handed, so last week what I did is I brushed my teeth with my left hand, and brushing your teeth takes about 2 minutes long. Third thing you could try is going to a restaurant by yourself. Now, this is something I heard a lot of people don't enjoy doing. I have gone to restaurants by myself. I'd say it was kind of awkward at first. Try not to use your phone if you can. I mean, if you have to use your phone at first, sure, go ahead. It also gives you a good opportunity to get to know yourself and build that self-confidence. So the last thing I'd want you to try, it sounds more general because it depends on the person, is think about what you're afraid to do. Think about the things that you're afraid of and think, okay, what is one small task, one step actually, where it feels realistic to do? So you're uncomfortable, but you're not so uncomfortable where you feel totally unsafe. I would love to hear in the comments if there are ways that have helped you sit with discomfort longer and build that tolerance. I'd love to create a community and cheer everyone on. And also, if you found this video helpful, feel free to like, subscribe if you found this valuable in any way. Also, if you're someone that struggles to sit with discomfort, please comment below as well if you want to. Well, that's it for today, and I'll see you around later. Take care.